Time now for John Clarke and Bryan Dawe as they tiptoe around the R word.
Wayne Swan, thanks for coming in.
It's very good to be with you, Brian. Good evening.
Mr. Swan, there's talk of a recession.
Oh, yeah, Paris Hilton got the flu, has she?
Oh, you don't think a recession's on the card?
No, Brian, the point I'm making is that there's a difference between a screaming rhetorical headline and actual analysis.
Well, let's talk analytically then. Are we drifting into a recession?
Yeah, that's not analysis, Brian, that's a question.
Well, with any luck, your response might be an answer.
Brian, why don't you ask me whether we're in a recession now?
Because I know the answer to that, Mr. Swan. We're not.
Correct, Brian, we're not. We had the figures this week and we're not in recession. We've got growth.
1%.
1%
Come on,
growth,
1%.
Brian. 1% growth.
Yeah, well, recession would be the next cab off the rank, surely,
Brian,
wouldn't
look,
it?
No,
Don't tell me, please, that you don't want to speculate.
I'm not going to speculate on whether we're going to be in recession, Brian. The point is we're in an international, huge international, unavoidable financial crisis. Everybody knows that.
You've got a $40 billion hole in the budget.
Of course we have, Brian. Not one we caused. Everybody knows we didn't cause it.
Sure,
yes, we have that.
Mr. Rudd says if the crisis worsens, we mightn't have a surplus at all.
Kevin said that, did he?
Well, yeah, he said if the crisis
worsens... If the crisis worsens,
yes,
we might not, future tense, we might not have an actual...
surplus.
Yeah, surplus at all.
Yes.
He said that?
Yeah.
That's interesting. He hasn't checked his messages, has he?
So the position is worse than we think it is?
No, Brian. Everybody knows we're in an international crisis, and that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. We're trying to build the future from our current position.
Well, and how serious is the position, Mr. Swan?
Well, it's pretty serious. As you said yourself, Brian, we have lost $40 billion of our surplus to date.
Yeah, but there's no recession.
There's not so much no risk of a recession or no recession,
Okay,
Brian.
but we're not in one at the moment is what I'm saying.
Correct. And the point I'm making is there's no point in talking the economy down. What people want to know, Brian, is what is the problem, how it's going to affect them, and what we're going to do about it.
But how are we going to do anything if we're in a recession?
Right. I realise that the media and Malcolm Turnbull would love there to be a recession. I apologise, Brian, there isn't.
Yeah, but
there
surely
simply isn't. You'll have to wish for something else for Christmas.
But well, what are you doing for Christmas on another subject?
Well, Brian, I'll be in crisis talks. Work goes on.
Oh, really? Who with?
With some elves.
You've had to let a few go?
You've had to go, Brian, yes. You don't know anyone in the reindeer adjustment racket, do you?
No.
No. Could you use a great big fat bloke?
White hair?
Yeah, laughs a lot. You'd love him.
Oh, really? Oh, why don't you put him in the Senate?
He's in the Senate, Brian. I'm trying to get him a job.
Ah.